You are listening to Max Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Max Pew follows continuous storylines that are best enjoyed from the beginning. This Extra Life content was recorded in a public venue, previously aired during the Team WV Fox Marathon stream on May 4th, 2019, and may contain spoilers for its associated work. The following content may contain mature themes and adult language. Please enjoy Part 3 of Head, Heart, Hands, Hell. And we are back. Thank you for joining us this late, wonderful Sunday morning now. And on to the thrilling conclusion of Things from the Flood, Head, Heart, Hands, Hell. When last we left our heroes, Morgan was in the process of discovering what this strange and mystical device was, which we all know is an MP3 player, but in 1998, these would have been a pretty big rarity. And as you discovered what this device was, you began to hear a car alarm, more specifically the car alarm of Jonathan over here, which is kind of unusual. You think that maybe something has gone wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely a signal.
That's the signal.
That's definitely. Morgan would recognize that as a signal. Yeah,
go.
And Mom would definitely be like, "Let's go." And
time to skedaddle, skadoodle.
So Morgan, faced with I've just made this amazing discovery, and I want to share it with everyone. He goes to take the instructions and stuff them in his pocket, and realizes that whoever's device that is going to need the instructions. But they're not going to need the box. And so I yoink the box and just start running as fast as my frail bones will take him.
Okay.
He's just just sort of stumble away and maybe even hits his shoulder on the door frame as he tries to beat feet and get out of there.
Okay. So let's talk about, so the plan is to make a daring escape from the retirement center, basically.
Yeah, get back down to our territory and act like we've been there the whole time.
Now, we'll start with Jonathan here. So Jonathan made a bold and clever move to set off the car alarm to create a distraction. Now, what I would like for you to do is I actually want you to make a lead roll. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to create a dice pool that all the other people can use because you gave them this early warning.
Okay.
Lead, you've got 2 plus heart, which is 5. So you're going to roll 7 dice. We're going to see how many successes you get here.
Wow, your dad was right about that. You are a leader.
Sure. Right. Born leader.
Man, it's right here on your birth certificate.
It's 0 success.
Okay. Now, all right. So the consequence is you don't build a dice pool for him. You did everything you could with setting the car alarm off. So everybody wants to get out of here. Now there's several. You've got plenty of options. I just want you all to tell me how you're going to do it, and we're going to start with you. Are you running?
Well, so the way to avoid the cops when you're a teenager at a party is for everybody to run in a different direction. And so we're teenagers who know how to party, so I think we probably all know the deal and that we're going to meet up later. At least that's what Morgan thinks.
Yeah.
And so Morgan's going to
standard procedure.
Yeah, that's inherent once you turn about 14.
Yeah. And there's sort of a reconnoiter spot, and so Morgan's going to wait and see, and just kind of see where everybody's going, and maybe give one last check to see where Miles is, and then run in a random different direction than all of his friends.
So you can give me a move check, and you're looking for 1 success. I'm just going to go on to the next person. So how are you going to get out of there?
I guess I'll sneak out of here.
You're going to sneak? Okay, you can make me a sneak check. How are you going to get out of here?
Anna is going to try and sneak out, and then immediately, as soon as everybody else is out, shut the door, at least somewhat quietly, and then...
Okay, so that sounds like you're mainly just going to try to run?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can make me a move check. How are you going to get out of there?
The athlete is going to run.
Run, okay, that's going to be a move check. How are you going to get out of there?
I'm going to get out, and I'm going to go a different direction, and I'm going to run, but I'm not necessarily as good at it, but...
I have my running shoes on.
But yeah, I'm sitting there with my guitar case. I'm not hiding, so running is my option.
Okay. So
If I have running shoes, that gives me a +1. I add a die, right?
That does sound like a good reason for that. So we're going to start with you. Did you succeed?
Yes.
Did you succeed?
Yes.
Okay. Did you succeed?
Yes.
Did you succeed?
2 successes.
Nice. So you succeed with style, whatever. Did you succeed? It's 2. Okay. So this was move. So here's the thing. Your 2 successes with was everyone here a single success?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're cutting off the alarm on your car because you you and Dennis both hear some heavy rustling in various directions from these 3. You 2, in spite of the fact that you are hauling ass right now, remain undetected. So you're somehow able to find a quiet path in addition to a quick path out of here. That being said, you still make it out, but
Gee, that alarm must have spooked all the deer.
must have. God. Well,
West Virginia.
all right. You're going to have to head out of here. I'm going to check around here. John, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Good to meet you, Mr. Dennis.
You can maybe wait a night or 2 before you bring your car back up here and watch it with the alarm. There can be some old biddies up here pissed as hell that they got woke up. Okay.
It's been a while since I've heard "up" pronounced with 3 syllables.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
You have a good evening. And he makes his way kind of
Talk to that dude.
around. He's got like a little pocket flashlight that he gets out, and I mean it like lights up 20 feet. Like it's no spotlight or anything. He used it for like maybe a plumbing job or something, but like it's what he's got. So he's kind of checking around and seeing, but he's not making a big hurry of it. But everyone's able to make it back to camp. You've had an eventful night. Maybe you talk about it a little bit. Actually, yeah, you guys regroup because you have something you want to share with the group here.
Check. Okay, guys. Thanks for having my back out there, by the way. This is going to be a good summer. I can feel it. The energy here is positive. Check this out. Okay, so according to the instruction manual for this device, and Morgan kind of sets the box down in the middle of everybody, it says, whatever came in this box can play like music from nowhere.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
So now that he's presented this box, there's a few other options. So the box kind of has like details on the back, like what it can do.
Yeah, features.
Yeah, and a lot of these they bounce off of you. You basically inferred from the instruction manual, it says music a lot, and it has the same buttons as your Walkman, so you kind of inferred from the instruction manual what it does. But all the techno mumbo jumbo,
Right.
you don't know or care about. There are other people among you that may, and anyone that has a calculate check would be able to figure this out from the box, basically the details on it.
Or maybe that
wants to
read
make
the
a
magazine
I've got
before.
a 4 calculate check.
Well,
I don't-
anyone can make it. It's not; these aren't trained skills.
I'll do one.
So here
Sure.
is
Since we have time to figure this out.
Yeah. So even if you don't have any points in calculate, it's just a straight tech check.
okay. Well, I'm not very
I
good at
didn't make
tech,
it.
but I do know sound equipment, and some of that terminology on the back is
Fair enough. What type of check would you like to make?
Well, it's like I was going to help somebody else that knows more about
Okay.
tech.
All right. So
I was saying, oh yeah, this is the standard impedance of a headphone jack.
gotcha.
And, you know.
So aid another in things from the flood is a lot like Tales from the Loop. Basically, you pick a person that you want to assist. They get an additional die,
Yep.
and the 2 of you are tied to the same success or failure.
That's fine.
So failure here is you just don't know what the device
Well,
does.
we're already there.
That's a given, or maybe even like misinterpret what the device does. But like that's where we are with that. So
Because music from nothing sounds like no offense, Morgan, but sometimes you do some real hippie shit.
who were you?
But damn,
Who were you assisting? Who were you going to assist?
So I've got 1 in calculate and 3 tech. So, how many?
So you'd roll 4 dice.
die?
Yeah.
Yeah. Might as well.
We do not have the characters for this.
No.
There were some
we
that
are
here.
not reprogramming.
Hey.
Hey,
There's
there's said 2.
Ooh.
So here's the thing:
The rich kid knows what it is.
your dad.
Oh God, what was the stupid Crutchfield catalogs?
No, like even worse.
Yeah.
Like your dad's the asshole that takes like the Sky Mall magazines
Oh
off
my
of the
God.
planes. And of course, these made it into Sky Mall magazine because it's stuff like they had like the VR goggles for $50,000 that you could get that were like 2 watch size screens right here, so for private viewing of TV or whatever. But yeah, you remember seeing these through like the Sky Mall, and like they are MP3 players, and basically that size, the megabytes, relates directly to how many songs that you can put on there. And you remember seeing one that was like 32 megs, like 8 songs, like so you could put like almost an entire album on one of these things. We'll also say that with your additional success, which was we used to calculate. So we know the purpose, we know how it works. You basically put this music from a computer onto the device. How can I use it? Who built it? What problems could it cause? Is it illegal? Now, this is the other thing that your dad kind of may know about, is that there are illegal. Getting music onto one of these is a complicated process because generally it requires you to already own the music, and you have to use this special piece of software on a computer, and it's a big ordeal. And why in the hell would you do all this stuff if you've already got the CD and you just put it in the CD player?
CD players freaking skip when you look at them.
But and maybe you've asked this question before, and you realize that there's actually websites and software you can get on your computer that will allow you to get this music for free to be able to put on these devices, and that's where they kind of get marketable. So you know that there is things like Napster and Kazaa.
Napster was very 1998.
Yeah.
It's
Napster and Kazaa and LimeWire and
It's 99. I think.
so probably like I mean it may be a touch before Napster, but probably like some like dark.
LimeWire was May 3rd, 2000.
Okay, so it was
random
after.
website owners putting stuff up in real audio.
Yeah. So there's places, if you know where to look, where you can actually download this music and be able to put it on there. So like
Usenet groups are where you get the music.
So
at
it
this
negates
point.
the need. But what you've found is that this is super illegal, but there's not really much anyone can do about it. So like just kind of don't get caught, which is sort of like your motto anyway.
Right.
So you automatically you're down with this device. Okay. So that's actually what he's able to give you on this thing. Tells you a bit more specifics, holds 8 songs, and can put like different types of files and stuff on there. It's basically a file storage medium that you could put things other than music onto if you wanted.
So did this guy that you met that led to you did he look like the type of dude that would own something like this, or?
No, he was basically a plumber.
Well, maybe he's really into tunes.
I saw this thing in the Sky Miles catalog, and it was $520.
What the hell is the Sky Miles catalog?
It's a catalog that you get when you fly in an airplane, full of wonderful items.
Okay.
Don't you get one?
I'm trying to quit.
Okay, so if this
I
isn't,
had $500.
yeah, so if
The
this isn't
guitar I would
his,
have.
whose is it? Who would have that kind of money and that big building up there?
And who would have that kind of money? Yeah.
Yeah, who would have that kind?
near
Well, how much of that weed did you get too? Because that's not cheap.
Yeah.
A lot.
And that's not
quite a bit.
There's a
That's
crown
like-
dots too.
That's the good stuff.
So you share the revelation, you talk about it, you don't really come to any conclusion. It seems very unlikely that this Dennis character would be the guy. So you all kind of go to sleep. You wake up. You get up a little early. You kind of stretch, whatever. Some of you might go on your morning run. John, you go outside, and your passenger side window's busted out.
And the Viper didn't go off.
Snickers.
That's not going to buff out.
And like your Accord, when you check it,
Civic, but yeah.
Civic, sorry.
Okay.
You feel like there might be an extra dent in the driver's side that wasn't there before.
Hey, John.
Make me an investigate roll on yours because you're checking this out. Like, what the heck?
Oh, what is it, Morgan?
Well, it looks like something hit our cars, or
Is mine got something wrong with it too?
Oh, did you bring your vehicle?
Yeah, I got my mom's Pontiac Grand Am.
nice. That's IRL.
You-
My mom had a Pontiac Grand Am.
So I'll say that because these two had something happen to their vehicle, you become hyperware. I'll let you make an investigate roll around yours too.
One success.
One success, okay. We'll see what.
Nope.
No, okay. So one success. You're looking around like, what the heck happened? What could have?
My mom's car.
Probably like right underneath your car, like outside of iShop, because you've got to like put your cheek to the asphalt to see what's going on. Like a foot underneath the car, you could probably reach and get is a tennis ball.
And Morgan would look at the tennis ball, and then look at the dent, and then look at the smashed window, and familiar with tennis balls and how hollow and light and rubbery and soft they are.
Yeah, but the other thing too is this particular tennis ball, is busted open.
Okay.
And it's almost like it has this purposeful like X cut into the actual tennis ball.
Oh man, cute creepy music as Morgan, like the slow-mo camera,
The push pull
onto the egg, the alien egg slit. As he kind of Morgan takes his index finger and slowly pulls back one of the triangular flaps and like with one eye closed and one eye open, like looks into the tennis ball.
It's like dust. Like there's nothing. It's very anticlimactic. It's very anticlimactic.
Jump scare face on it.
It's like it's a tennis ball.
Okay. Huh. But something was in this, or it's been cut open for some reason. Hey, everybody, come look at this.
I mean, could it have split?
No, not with the
I mean, they'd have to shot it really hard out of something.
Yeah, well,
the way it's cut the way it is.
Are there tennis courts up at that retirement community?
No.
Okay.
There's not really much of an outdoor like activity area at all. It's pretty much all contained. The only thing that's outside is the parking lot and that maintenance shed that you guys.
is there more glass inside the Trans Am or outside the Trans Am?
Oh, it's inside. It looks like the impact came from the outside.
Are there any chairs around?
Chairs. No.
like a tennis ball falling off a chair is what you were thinking.
So there's like kind of a commotion like early in the morning, and like some of the other people are kind of like some of the other people are coming out of the dormitories. They're like, what's going on?
Oh God, we need to.
One of the girls is like, one of my tires is slashed. What the hell?
Yeah, they got our cars too. Like I found this empty tennis ball.
Search your cars.
And one of the girls like, yeah, there's something that woke me up last night. It's like metal dragging on the asphalt or something. Like it was. I don't know what the like. Could someone have been down here and mess with our cars?
It certainly looks that way.
And now.
So about that time, like as everyone's sort of like trying to investigate what's going on here, April, pulls in with her, we'll call it like a '92 Astra van.
The wedge.
Yeah, like something to be able to transport some kids if you got some school trips things going on. And she comes up, it's like. It's like comes out and it takes a little while to get out of the car and stuff. And, it looks like she might be touching up the foundation just a little extra today. Just putting on just a little more attention to detail. And she comes out of the car. It's like, good morning, everyone. How are you doing? And then about that time, she notices you at your car a little too soon for it to be random. It's like, oh my gosh, Jonathan, what happened?
I don't know. I came out. And my window's smashed.
Oh my gosh, what? She's, like spend some time. She's like, how? Oh my gosh. She's like looking at it. It's like, let me call the police to take a look at this. I can't believe that. Okay, and she walks over to like the counselor's cottage, which I guess does have a landline. She goes over there and kind of fumbles with her keys because she hasn't had like much reason to go in there. But she goes in the cottage there and calls the police.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna go over to John here. Hey, Moneybags, how much money do you actually have?
It's not polite to ask those questions.
I'm asking for a reason.
Several dollars.
I'm gonna catch whoever did this. I'm not gonna be polite about it. But I need a little bit of cash to do this, and I don't have it. Lone Wolf's picked up some skills.
The Lobo.
Hey, when you're a lone wolf, you pick up skills. It's basically the same as being street kid almost.
So they're working out some back alley deal here. What is everybody else doing in this situation?
So the person in charge went to go call the police.
Yeah.
Morgan has to go to the
So like everyone else is the three guys are like, oh man, still
the police. Yeah, the police. I'll be right back.
So everyone, y'all are gonna find yourselves with some intestinal distress around about the time the police leave. Are you gonna be doing anything in this?
Hanging out right now.
Okay. Police come and go. They take statements about the vehicles. There's not really much they can do. They'll be on the lookout, and then they kind of peace out.
Cops.
Yeah, stoner kids.
About the time the kids start up, it's like, well, we'll get this figured out. I'll speak with the extension services, see if they can figure out something to do with the cars and stuff.
Probably listen to
Let's just get through this day and we'll figure out the car situation. So you go through another day, and we're not going to do that.
I just had an epiphany though, and I need to know the answer to a burning question. Whose character is wearing Jinkos?
Ooh.
Jinkos were jeans that were larger than life.
Honestly,
it's gonna be the males.
honestly, it would probably have been like Jamie Murphy, the raver.
Yeah,
may have been the one that sported the Jinkos.
they're like just these
Now, sometimes it could have been like the rocker, maybe depending on what type of.
If they were new metal rocker.
And they kind of went to like Juggalo territory.
Just gonna say, is there a Juggalo type in this?
Oh, I mean, you could roll it up.
So many bad
would probably
memories.
be a candidate, but he's not there. He's
Right.
He's still kind of skinny jeans.
Yeah, he's probably like, I can hang with those kids. But
He's like acid wash almost.
I've seen you with leather duster.
Well, no, leather pants maybe, but not a leather duster.
No leather
Okay.
duster.
for the open mic nights.
So
But no, because see those kids, they're just derivative trash.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to speed this along a little bit,
okay.
but no, we're fine. I just want to make sure we get the full experience here and not pontificate on the police officer. It's not going to do anything.
Right.
So you do another day of camp activity, and we're not going to roll for any of this. It's just kind of like the very similar stuff to what you've all been doing. There's
Nice macaroni.
it starts off with a few science experiments. There's some science experiments like the color change or like the baking soda and vinegar, like acid base reaction. There's some read alouds, and she decides to do like a little nature hike. So as you all are, and it's all hands on deck for the nature hike because God forbid you let one of these little kids get lost in the woods, right? So it's all hands on deck for the nature hike. And you're walking, and Sierra, who has taken a liking to you, kind of stays close to you and doesn't really say much of anything. She's just kind of always stays close.
That's fine.
So it's very shocking, especially to you, when you hear this blood-curdling scream of Sierra, and she turns tail and runs straight back to camp.
I guess I'm probably the closest. I want to,
Try and grab her.
Yeah, that's going to be first reaction, because I don't
Try and
perceive
stop
any
her.
danger, but she might run into something or whatever. So let's, grab her and see what's going on.
Okay, so this 6-year-old basically just, started to scream, started to run away. So you want to chase her down?
Sure.
Okay. So that sounds like a move check, and it's normal. I'm asking you to outrun a 6-year-old.
Right.
Yeah. Which can be tricky.
I mean, my daughter's fast, but I can outrun her.
Right, but have you seen Home Alone, though?
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, you've seen E.T., right? Like, the
Yeah.
easy way.
All right, there's a success.
okay. A success is all you need. You basically track her down, and you don't want to be too rough, but you kind of get
Now, I
ahead.
want to bring her out of panic mode a little bit and
You-
find out what it was. Because did anybody see anything?
So you kind of get ahead of her and sort of make the U-turn, get down on a knee, and she basically runs to your arms, and you kind of hold her for a second. And she's got this fight or flight right now. She really wants to get out of your grasp, and that lasts for all of about 3 or 4 seconds before she calms down,
Yeah,
and kind
calm her
of breaks down and stuff. So you have a bonus for interactions with her right now, so you're able to calm her down a little bit, and she's just in a panic right now.
Yeah. What'd you see?
I saw it. You won't believe me.
I believe you.
It's a monster.
What kind of
I
monster?
saw a monster. It almost this is like a robot. It had just machine and metal and stuff, but it was a person too. It was in the woods.
In the woods.
It was in the woods.
All right. I'm gonna.
No, it was over in the side. I was looking off. I wasn't
So
following
I
the
assume
path.
that everybody is still over there with all the kids.
Yeah, some of them they're kind of at a halt, and April sees that you've tracked this one down
Right.
and stopped and are
I
talking with them.
Make eyes with April, and say that she saw someone in the woods.
Are you saying that aloud, or
Well, I mean,
A worried look.
okay? Because we're in a situation where she's stopped the kids. She's wondering what's going on, and she needs to know how to handle.
I'll just kind of wave with both hands instead of one, just kind of beckoning towards,
Okay.
and then point to the woods.
Anna's scanning left, right.
Okay. All right. So
She
here's the
obviously
trick
saw
with
something,
April.
So it's
For you to be able to communicate that, and for you to get her to do what you want, I need you to make a charm check, and it's going to be difficulty 3
No, well,
because April is optimistic 3, which means that she
Oh,
doesn't
which
think the
means
worst in things.
we do not share a language then.
Okay.
there's a language
But
barrier.
she's extremely optimistic and probably thinks that she just saw an animal or something. So it's going to
Right.
be almost impossible to convince her.
That's
to
charm, you say?
Charm is to make
Sorry.
people do what you want, and you're asking her
Right,
to
right.
come out of the woods right now.
Then it would probably be the same. What I want to do is I want to communicate danger
Okay,
without alarming the kids.
gotcha. Yeah, give me that charm roll.
Yeah. I have 2 6s.
2 6s. Okay. Here are your options.
Mhm.
You can mark a condition to re-roll all the failed dice. You could mark your shame to get a free success.
I'm going to use my shame
Okay.
because there's a reason I have empathy to kids.
Okay. So you have this understanding of what's going on, and you don't want to cause a mass panic because
Right.
one of these kids may actually get lost if all of them freak out.
Right.
So you lock eyes, and you do the motion, and she's kind of confused, and then you do you double down.
Yeah, I just do the really wide eyes and both hands very slowly.
Yeah.
Trying to specifically wide enough so it accompanies all the kids.
Yeah. You get that, and you convey that so hard. Your compatriots get that, and even though April might be slightly reluctant to kind of come back after she's hyped these kids up for like a nature walk and doesn't think that it's a big of a threat, your friends are kind of like for moving that along now too. It's like, all right, let's go this way. So now she's kind of got like the peer pressure, like the volunteers, like the mentors, the cool kids are kind of getting the children to come back out of the woods.
You know, I'll confirm that the girl is okay.
She's unharmed. Like, you
right.
didn't see anything happen to her.
Okay.
She said she saw something.
Well,
she's in a panic. But,
yeah, well, I'll just, emotionally okay, because that's where my character's head lives.
yeah, I mean, that it might take some time.
All right.
But, like...
PTSD.
Yeah, so then I'm going to go and then basically meet with April.
Okay.
As they're coming this way.
So the teens all are able to, like, kind of usher them out. And April kind of locks eyes, like, do we need to go inside?
She saw someone in the woods.
Something.
And she kind of, like...
I say someone.
Okay. And then it, like...
Right.
Now it snaps, like, into place, and she's like, okay, we're going to change plans. We're going to do a few more arts and crafts in the... Yeah, I know, but we'll do hiking later this week. But we're gonna do some arts and crafts, and
Now this plan is.
I promise it will do. And like the teens are already ushering in, because again, a lot of them saw in Alejandro's face like what was going on. So, April's like, Sierra, honey, are you okay? And Sierra's like, sniffling, like, yeah. It's like, all right, I want you to be a big girl, and I want you to go with them to do arts and crafts. And I'm going to speak with, Alejandro here. And she pulls you aside and says, like, so she saw someone.
Yeah, someone that was hiding and scared her, and she's been through some crap, so I trust her.
Okay. She and you say that, and she's like listening, even if she isn't looking you in the face, because when you say, saw something in the woods, she immediately starts studying over there.
Right.
And she's still giving you full auditory attention, but
Right.
she wants to
And
see if she can.
honestly, when the kids are farther away and the other people around can hear, I'm going to say it loud enough that my friends can hear.
Okay. She
And that's
she says,
immediately. I was
I'll go take a look real quick. I'm not going to go in the woods or anything, but I'll take a look.
I'm just saying, with the crap with the cars and everything else.
Yes.
Maybe I'll
wouldn't go.
I'll head in. Will you
I've got my chain out.
Okay. Would
You have your chain wrapped around your hand, like
No. Just
fumbling with it.
That like every 90s, every kid
Yeah.
with the chain did is you figured out how to hold it threateningly.
And I think that probably whenever Morgan sees this going down, that Morgan would probably go over to Jonathan and go, "Hey, John, whoever got our cars, they might be out here scaring the kids too. We should go. We should go give these people a piece of our minds. These jokers that are, trying to mess with our. This is gonna be the perfect summer, man, and we can't let these people ruin it."
While they're doing that, I'm gonna grab.
I'm feeling I'm feeling your energy.
Yeah. And then I'm going to,
Embarrassing move.
I'm gonna go and grab
Okay.
John as well.
Shaman
And
knows when to fight.
we're gonna have
Alright.
to talk real quick.
so
the difference between a shaman and an
There's
entity.
a plan here.
So
And
she's like, I'm gonna go to the
She's not happy.
cottage and call the police, let them know what's going on. We all keep the kids calm and everything.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. She goes to the cottage, and you guys figure there's 6 other volunteers.
That's right. We're gonna go beat some ass.
Well,
All right.
first, John, come here. I need to have a talk. All right. Depending on how much money you have, I'm gonna have him go buy a gun because
No, we don't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
We will beat their ass.
There's probably not enough money or time for that,
okay,
we'll say.
have to.
Yeah.
97, I'm trying to think. No.
Walmart.
Well, you could go to Walmart. And, I'm just asking. I'm saying
Walmart.
him because
H&S
he's 18.
Sporting Goods. Brogan's Long
I'm just trying to
Shot.
think of, like, what's the
Dove
closest-
Sporting Goods.
Yeah, but did you have waiting periods at this point?
98, that would have been, well, no, Brady Law would have been.
There was an assault rifle ban.
There was an assault rifle. I was just talking.
We're not going, okay, we're not
All right,
going to go
sorry.
gun. We know,
Derailed.
yeah, we're not going to go gun on this. So the six of you gather up, and you're going to check these woods, and you're going to see who's messing with your kids, because this is some bull.
Right.
Yeah, this is not nice.
All right, you head into the woods.
I think that Morgan
And-
probably would go to his car and like take out the little Buddha statue that he has in his pocket, and instead like get the yin yang necklace, sort of like the change in his mood.
Yeah.
made manifest by the
So
religious symbol. that he's
when
carrying.
April is gone, I'm going to tell you guys what the girl actually said, and that she saw a metal monster out there that was also a man.
All right. Do you have your signature item with you?
Oh yeah, it's my signature item.
All right, yeah, it's always just there.
Somebody, I think we need to arm ourselves before we do this. Like blunt objects, knives, whatever we can get. Our hands
You're in the
on.
woods. Grab a twig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If y'all grab,
As we
I was
often
gonna say,
say in the other
Molly's
game,
a-
clubs are free.
yeah.
Molly's an athlete. I figure she's probably got a baseball bat in the trunk of her car.
Possibly. So here's what I'm going to do. You can call it a baseball.
Bill.
You can call it a baseball bat, a twig, a branch, whatever. But anybody can pick up any of these things. We're going to call it a +1 item.
Okay.
If
There's
you're
a
using it
kitchen.
for blunt force trauma. Basically, all I'm going to give you is +1 for whatever weapon you want to arm yourself with that isn't your iconic item.
There's a kitchen, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna grab a knife.
Knife. Okay, that's +1 weapon.
I could arm myself with
A
mine.
kickball. Okay.
I love it, the kickball. I'm going to get a broom and I'm going to spin the plastic end off of the wooden end
Yeah.
and walk around with a walking stick.
All right. So everyone's got something that they can get here.
Spear.
You go out in the woods. You go probably about 50 feet from where like the grass turns into dirt down this path, and you're trying to investigate what's going on here. So everyone go ahead and make me like an investigate roll to check these woods out, because you don't know where exactly this was. All you know is that Sierra kind of looked up in the general area and freaked out.
Right.
You're kind of getting this information
So
from a
this
panicked
way.
6-year-old.
Well, right. So she was pointed this way.
Okay.
There's a success.
One.
Got a success? Okay.
I'm rolling
A
up the dice and
success.
only get
A
one.
single one.
Yeah.
I didn't get in.
So the success that we have over here, basically, you're looking up in the woods, and you see something, but it's not a metallic / human man. If you're there, you recognize it's Dennis. And Dennis is up here with his work jeans on, basically the same clothes he had on the night before. And he's over through here, and he's tramping through the woods, and he gets caught on the briars like, shit. God, this, trying to get unhooked or whatever, and he's looking like, Mr. Edwards, Mr. Edwards, damn it. And it's like, son of a bitch and briars, I'm good. It's like he's getting his like pants stuck on everything. It looks like he's looking around for something.
That's too convenient.
That
Not
is
buying it.
too convenient. That's either too convenient or it's so convenient that it's actually there's two things here. John, why don't you go have a chat with him? Since you know this guy already.
Hey, Mr. Dennis.
Do we need to beat his ass?
Oh, Jonathan. How's it going, man?
Doing all right. What are you doing out here?
He's like rubbing his eyes, much like we are right now, just tired as hell. It's like,
Circling.
Yeah, we're all, and so like while you've got Dennis engaged, like the rest of the Scooby crew is like
going for the flank.
Go that way.
Going for the flank. Okay, so
Yes.
we're going to have a conversation here, and then we'll roll if necessary. Dennis doesn't look like he slept all night.
Mr. Dennis, you look awful tired. Did they have you out servicing those little old ladies all night?
It's a job.
Everybody just blew their.
No, one of the tenants, well, patients, he got out last night. It's on my watch. So I'm out here trying to find him. Jesus Christ, what time is it? He's like looking at his watch. And it's like, oh God. Oh, Mr. Edwards. Where is he? He's genuinely like stressed out right now. Like trying to find whoever Mr. Edwards is.
Because we're all listening in on this conversation.
Well, if we find a monster, we use axe. Then find Mr. Edwards.
Beat his.
They did.
It's like getting ass whooping around here.
You're in our territory.
I've just had like the worst week I've been.
Now, how big old boy
had-
is Mr. Edwards anyway?
That's some 90s.
Mr. Edwards is an 82-year-old gentleman that uses a damn cane. I don't know how he got here. Mr. Edwards gets lost on my watch. I misplaced some very important stuff. And this son of a bitch and technical device don't work either. I have had the worst luck. Mr. Edwards. John, you doing anything right now?
Well, we were out on a nature hike, and one of the kids got spooked, and well, we're just out here, still in the woods. Me and
God, it may have been David.
my friends.
I spent the whole morning searching around the lake. Thought maybe we'd check the woods next.
That's what the tennis ball. And listening, all of a sudden she makes the connection like tennis ball uses a cane. Son of a.
John, you think you could help me out? Have you seen him? Anything? Anyone?
I haven't seen anyone, but we can help you out. Look around for Mr. Edwards, sure.
We pop out of the bushes, just like
Everybody gonna like
Yeah.
gorilla out of the.
Yeah, that probably seems right. It's like, okay, so Mr. Edwards then.
Mr. Edwards, and then
Mr.
I'm gonna
Edwards.
come out and like
Yeah.
I'm gonna huddle you guys around like for a second, like guys, I just made a connection. I don't know if you guys made yet.
Mr. Edwards, he's 82, gray hair around the sides here, kind of that deal. Huntback, he can't be taller than 5 feet.
I'm gonna look at Dennis. Did he have, by any chance, a tennis ball on his cane?
Yeah, I put that on there because he kept scuffing my damn floors.
Was it, and Morgan reaches into his pocket, was it something like that?
Yeah, it'd been like that. I take one of those Wilson tennis balls that they have down at the tennis
Is
courts,
this a Wilson?
or I mean, whatever brand. Like Wilson's like 90%
What
of
kind
tennis
of cut
balls.
did you?
Oh, I take a razor blade and I just do like a little X and then put that right. I mean, yeah, that looks like one I've done. I do that very thing.
That was
I think your connection might have something to it.
yeah.
We think we know where Mr. Edwards has been. Mr. Edwards, is he wealthy man?
Wealthy?
Yeah, he's got some damages to atone
Pay
for, I think.
I mean, I'm sure his kids probably pay his rent up there. I mean,
Is he a violent man?
No, Mr. Edwards barely get out of bed, much less be violent. Jeez. They just put him on oxygen recently. I mean, he can barely get around like that. This is
But he is missing, right?
he is
So he
missing,
can get
but
around.
like obviously he can't get very far though.
Oh my God! Somebody stole your car and slid it sideways into Mr. Edwards.
We hope you enjoyed this Extra Life content. If you are interested in updates from Team WV Fox, follow us on Facebook. In addition to event updates and details, there are opportunities to win some excellent prizes. If you would like to support Max Pugh and WV Fox, please visit bit.ly/MaxPewPew to make a tax-deductible donation today. All donors supporting my donation efforts will be announced at the end of every Extra Life episode on Max Pew. This week, I would like to thank the White family and our anonymous donors for their donation to Team WV Fox and Cincinnati Children's Hospital. I would also like to thank Free League for donating a copy of the Alien RPG 40th Anniversary Special Edition hardcover. Please look forward to the official Team WV Fox Marathon event. Music provided by Tabletop Audio. 10-minute ambiances for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.